Good morning, everyone. This is Debbie Henderson from Debbie's Designs. Welcome to Sunday, Step It Up Sunday, my class, which has been rescheduled from tonight to early this morning instead. So it's really early for some of you, and I know some of you will watch later because it's so early, but Dave and I have to leave at noon time, so I thought I would do this morning instead. So just a few things. My hostess code for October is still going strong. Anybody that uses the code, you're added in as a group and you earn free rewards. And then in turn, I give you those free rewards. So make sure you use the code if you order for $50 or more. Hung with Care is my door prize this month. For any order, I will put your name into a drawing to win this stamp set. And an announcement for next Sunday, I'll be back on a regular time, and I'll be doing a Sunday share using the Peaceful Noel stamp set. So for today, I am actually using, this is Sincerely Santa Project Kit. As you can see, we can make all of these tags. I'm going to show you a close-up of each tag. So there's the first one. And look how big these are. You can tell when I'm holding it in my hand. There's the second one. This has little jingle bells on it. Open on December 25th. This one's from Santa, and it's got some gold foil layers on there and silver foil. And the same with this last one. It's a silver foil Christmas tree with some gold foil embellishments. So these are the 5 tags. What I'm actually doing to step it up today, I'm going to make some cards with the tags. Now, let me show you what the kit looks like before I go any further. So you get a lot in this kit. First of all, you get this real pretty tin box. Let me just take everything out. Just easier to dump it, I think. There's 2 ribbons. And I'm going to be using the red one today. There's the little jingle bells, and everything is already die cut for you. So it's so simple to assemble. These are cute little doilies. There's a ton of them in this kit. And let me just see if I can take out all the die cuts. So these are all the tags. So you can see there's a lot in this kit. Some more shapes. And then we've got these pretty little snowflakes. And you can actually use the white side or the silver side. So really cute. And then these are the little gold and silver strips that you can pull out. The trees, the holly berries. So you can see there's a ton of stuff in this kit. There's the trees again. So let me just move all of this aside. I'm going to show you how I stepped up one of the tags, and then I'm going to use a different one for my Step It Up Sunday. Oh, and also the Sincerely Santa is the coordinating stamp set that goes with this kit. So this is the tag with the Christmas tree on it. So I started out with the tag. I stepped it up by adding it to a Whisper White card. And you can see that some of the layers are raised. And I added the ribbon in the tag hole. So that's the Step It Up 1 version. And then I stepped it up a second time by using the soft sea foam. Had to look up my color there. I added some softly falling embossing with the embossing folder, some stars in the background. So you can see how I used one tag 2 ways to make cards with it. So that's what I'm going to do this morning. And the one I'm stepping up is this one. So I'm going to start out by creating a tag with you. So these are all the pieces that I need for this one. Now for ink colors today, I'm using Real Red and Garden Green. So the first thing I'm going to do is stamp the sentiment in the circle. And then, let me see, I just gotta find the twine. Now you guys have seen me do this before. When you have curly little edges on your twine, just take your bone folder and pull through, and that flattens it right out. So I'm going to go ahead and add the twine to the hole. And I love having a card that coordinates with each tag. I think that just looks so elegant to present that to someone. Okay, now I'm going to add the gold foil strip. That goes right in the center. The silver one is a little skinnier, so I'm going to use the liquid glue for that one. And that just layers right over the gold. Next, I'm going to take, hold on, I just realized I need stamping dimensionals. I'm going to take the doily and actually cut it in half. And I'm going to layer it under the sentiment layer. Hi, Linda. Yes, I'm up early because Dave and I are leaving at noontime. So I thought I'd sneak in here early because my class was all ready for you guys. Okay, so I'm just going to add one on each side. The doily is actually, the reason we do this, the doily is not wide enough to peek out through the sides. So that's why you cut this one in half and then just add a little piece on each side. So see how cute that looks by doing it that way? Okay, now I'm going to add liquid glue. Press that in place in the center. And then all we've got left to do is the holly berries. Now for my local girls, I'm having a class, a tag and card class like this in a couple weeks. I've already ordered the kits for everyone. But for those of you that are demonstrators or for those of you that have friends that like to craft, this would be a great get together. So that's how you do the tag really quick. So now let's step up the tag. And I'm gonna do it the same way that I did with the green tag. So first I'm going to add the red ribbon, and it is a little curly, so I'm going to bring in the bone folder just to flatten it out. Going to add that through the hole. And then I took the white twine and I just wrapped it around the ribbon. And I'm going to make a bow. So you're gonna have to watch me do this twice because I think I did something similar on card number 2. Now I'm just gonna pull in the ends. I can't believe you guys are all up with me this morning. I really didn't expect this many people. So glad you're here. And don't forget to share my video because I will actually give away one of these sets. Now for this tag, because it's not flat on the end, I'm actually going to line it up right there where it's flat. And I'm going to cut off the rounded part. Okay, so there's that. Next is the doily. And that's going to go right in the center. Now what I decided to do with this one, since the, where's my tag? Since the tag had a sentiment in the center, I opted to bring in the 2 snowflakes, and I'm actually going to use the silver side. And I'm going to add glue just in the center. And I'm going to stack 2 of them together. And I'm actually going to move the longer legs over so that they are opposite. Okay, so that's the silver. Let me just move over this a little bit. That's the silver snowflake. Next, I'm adding 2 little branches from the punch. So I'm going to tuck those in. Whoops, my snowflake moved. So we'll add 1 on this side. I'm not sure where I want to add this. I'm doing this freehand right now, not thinking of what I'm doing. I think I'm going to add them both on the same side because they're a little too long to put off to the side there. And then I'm going to add the holly berries. So all I've got left to do now is to add the sentiment. And the one that I used on this card is from the Dashing Deer, Happiest Christmas Wishes. And I'm using real red. And I'm also going to add this to the bottom of the card. Okay, so there's card number 1, stepped up version. Now let's bring in card number 2. And for card number 2, I'm using the large teardrop shaped. I love that. It's so huge. And because there's embossing on my card, I always prefer to use liquid glue for that first layer. There's just so many bumps on the cardstock. I prefer to use that to glue it down. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing with this one. Add the ribbon in the hole. Oh, you know what I forget to do that's going to drive me nuts is I forget to trim my ribbon at an angle. There, that looks a lot better. I'm going to do the same thing on this one once I get the white twine in there. So this is just a really neat way to keep your ribbon tight in place by adding the twine around it. It secures it so it stays there. And I've got a lot of these little twine rolls from leftover paper pumpkins. So I keep it, you know, for this purpose mostly. Okay, now I'm going to cut these at an angle also. Whoops, I forgot to trim off my twine. Now this layer is going to go over the center. And then what I did with my doily, I wanted to change it up a little bit. So I used, my garden green sponge dauber with the garden green ink. And I just pounced all over it to color it. I just wanted it to show up a little bit more. So that'll go in the center. And again, I'm going to use the snowflakes. So when I pick a name tomorrow for the winner, you guys can choose which set, whoever the winner is, you'll get to choose which set of 3 that you want. So make sure you share my video. Okay, so there is the 2 snowflakes. And you know what? I'm going to change my mind on this. I didn't realize I cut the darker color. Okay, I'm back. I had to go get a sheet of the soft seafoam. I don't think the darker color is going to show up enough. So let me punch out 2 more. I didn't think about that enough. So I'm going to use the soft seafoam instead of the garden green. And I'm still going to tuck those under the snowflake. Yep, that's better. And let's see, I'm gonna go diagonal this time. And where is my other holly berry? I'm going to have to dig another one out. I just lost one. It's here somewhere. Now I'm going to bring the holly berries down a little because I still need to add a sentiment. I might change my mind to where I'm going to put those. I'm going to use the same sentiment that I used on card number 2. But this time I'm going to bring in the classic label punch. And I just want the Christmas wishes, so I'm not going to use the happiest. And then we're going to use the mini dimensionals to glue that in place. So if you guys plan on doing some of these cards, you could do this for all 5 tags and actually come out with quite a few cards. There, that's card number 2. So let me bring in all of the cards. Oh, wait a minute, we need stars. I forget to add stars to the background. And these are gold foil. One more. Okay, so that finishes that off nicely. So let's see, we've got the tag, card number 1 and card number 2. And then on the first set I showed you, there's the tag, and then card number 1 and card number 2. So how neat is that? And then you still get these 3 tags to play around with. This would make a really nice card and you could use the same sentiment also. Now, what I wanted to announce is that anybody that places an order for this kit using the hostess code that I showed you, I'm going to offer you 20% off. So I'll mail you a check for the 20% off. Just use the hostess code. And when I am back home on Thursday, so I'll give you until Thursday to order this kit, and I will contact you when I get home. So I hope you like my projects for today. Have a good Sunday, everyone. I don't have class on Wednesday because I won't be home yet. So I'll be back with you live next Sunday for Sunday Share. Have a good day, everyone.